Hey guys, Clear Blue Realty coming back at you with another video. Hey, do me a favor, hit the like button, comment, subscribe. I really appreciate your support. I'm going off of my regular programmed scheduled content to talk about the Will Smith, Chris Rock situation. The slap heard around the world. And I'm pretty sure most people have heard about it. The Academy Award show this year, Will Smith was supposed to receive an Oscar for his performance in King Richard. And Chris Rock made a joke about Will Smith's wife. Something about looking forward to the next G.I. Jane movie. And this got Jada upset. This triggered Will Smith because he saw her reaction. Initially, he laughed. And then he saw her reaction. And a lot of women are saying now, Will Smith was defending his wife. Will Smith was defending his family. And I want to give you guys a different angle and perspective on this situation, because I think this is a really important pinnacle moment, and this is something that we can talk about. First off, let my position be known. I think it's wrong. I think that violence, getting up there and slapping another black man in the face, it's wrong. It's just wrong. So let's dig into this a little bit. Denzel Washington in 2002 won the Oscar for Best Performance, Best Lead Performance in a movie, took home the Oscar, and it was a breakthrough. After that, you saw a lot more black actors winning Oscars, because up until that point, I think Sidney Poitier was the last person to win an Oscar for Best Performance in a movie. And that opened up the floodgates to a lot of other actors. Jamie Foxx in 2005, lead role, winning an Oscar. Some others as well winning after Denzel, up to present day. And I just gotta point out the optics of how this looks and the perception. Will Smith has a squeaky clean record. He has never done anything like this. He has never been controversial. He's had a stellar career. And that also you have to look at when you look at the situation and you say to yourself, why did he really do this? Did he do this because Chris Rock made a joke about his wife? Or was he fed up about the jokes that were coming at him and his family as it pertained to their activities and what's been spread out in the news? What was the real reason for the reaction? And so let's dig into it. So first off, is professionally it's just wrong. I think that Will Smith knows it was wrong, and that's why he came out with the apology afterwards, and it's just wrong. So let's keep in mind how black men are looked upon in America, and the perception that black men are violent, that black men have a temper and we're aggressive. This plays into the narrative. This plays into the perception. And this is just the beginning of it. We just had a breakthrough. Now black men are winning Oscars for performances in movies, and black women. And I think we have to be cognizant of that. Black men, you have to really look at this and say, I understand the perception, and I think we have to work towards not being in conflict with one another, because that doesn't help the overall agenda of us improving and growing together. Also, take a look at this. Would Will Smith have gotten up there and hit another man that was equal in his size and equal in his height? If there was another man up there who was making jokes about Will Smith, who was 6'2", 220 pounds, would Will Smith have gotten up there to slap that man in his face or punch that man? Also, think about this. Would Will Smith get up there and do that if it was a white man who was on stage and he made that joke? Would he have gotten up there? And I can guarantee you that the reaction would have been completely different. So black men, think about that. Think about the ramifications of what would have happened if it was a white man who was up there who got slapped. And think about if Will Smith would have gotten up there to perform that and do that act if it was someone else, if it was someone of equal size and equal weight. I've seen Chris Rock before. Chris Rock doesn't know me. I'm not in the entertainment industry. He doesn't know me. But I've seen Chris Rock before. Chris Rock is slim. I don't know, 150, 160. Okay? And what level do you go to when you start to say he's protecting his wife and he's protecting his family for a joke? For a joke, okay? When you say protecting your family, somebody comes after you, somebody's coming after you to cause physical harm, you're protecting your family. Somebody makes a joke on stage that traditionally, this is what people do in that type of venue, and make jokes about other actors. This is what he's paid to do. Think about that. I truly believe this, everyone. Will Smith was really reacting to the entanglement situation. Will Smith hit a breaking point in his life and in his relationship and in his career. And he said to himself, and I don't know this is my opinion, look at the level that I've reached. The level people out there respect me. They want to be me. They emulate me. They look up to me. They respect me. But here's the situation with my wife. I think it was a year or two ago, where she was messing around and having a relationship with this young man. And it was smeared all over the news. Will and Jada have this open relationship. And the level of disrespect that this man must have felt at that particular time. And I followed it pretty closely because I watched some of the videos. I saw the red carpet talk, red table talk, or whatever it's called. And I said, this man is going through some pain. And why does it resonate? Because it's another black man. And I see and I feel his pain. And I said, look at this man who's gotten to the pinnacle of his career. He's an A-list actor. He makes $20+ million per movie. And his wife exposed him to disrespect. And then on top of it, I don't remember, maybe she did, but I don't remember Jada Pinkett coming out and publicly apologizing for her behavior, apologizing to her husband, apologizing to the embarrassment that she brought to her family. I don't remember it. I didn't see that. I saw Jada Pinkett bring her husband onto the red carpet or the red table talk, whatever it is, and talk about, at the time, they were going through some problems in their relationships and they were separated. And that being the justification for her behavior. That's what I remember. And I remember her bringing her husband on and not apologizing to him and apologizing to the family and talking about the embarrassment that this must bring on her husband, who has amassed this career that has allowed them to be, I'm pretty sure, in a much more comfortable situation than most people are in America. And for him to sit there and be and look into that camera and say, I have done the greatest things in my career and my wife is still not happy. She still wants more. And people forget about this, but shortly after that, it was released to the press that Jada Pinkett it was on Tupac's birthday, and she released this letter that she got from Tupac, and her talking about Tupac was her first true love, and this letter that he wrote to her. Think about that, men. And think about that, women out there who are going to say, well, he was defending his family. But where was the defense from Jada Pinkett? Where was the defense of her marriage? Where was the defense of her husband, who you're saying to other women and other men out there, I still have a first true love? And not talking about and praising your husband. Your husband, who you said when she was accepting an award years ago, who made me think better of myself than I thought of my own self. Think about that. You think that this man is not hurt? I said to someone else, and I said, Will is gonna pop at some point. Don't keep in mind in the future you're gonna hear something. I said, this man is in pain. He is hurting. And it encapsulated itself to that reaction that you saw, that I think was unfair to Chris Rock. That was not fair. Chris Rock didn't deserve that for making a joke, because Will Smith has been the butt of jokes, and his wife has been the butt of jokes because they have exposed their internal relationship to the world. And you think that it's not going to be talked about? I think it's unfair. And I think that his reaction was not a reaction about the joke, but it was a reaction of being fed up because your wife exposed you and exposed the relationship to the outside world and opened it up to criticism. That, you know what, ultimately, I had to go out there and go to another man because my man is not good enough for me. Where's Jada Pinkett's responsibility in this? And I think ultimately we have to look at, in our community, in the black community, men and women, look at how you're talking to your children, and look at how you're talking to, and the example that you're setting when you say certain behavior is acceptable. Is that behavior really acceptable? If Will had gotten on stage and during his acceptance speech said, I want to get up here and talk about my wife. My wife has a condition. She has alopecia. I think it's disgraceful that somebody can come up here and make a joke about my wife and her condition. I think it's in bad taste. It's disrespectful. Chris Rock, you need to apologize to my wife. And we don't think it's funny. And something to that effect. And he would have gotten kudo points from now until the end of time, because he handled the situation in a professional manner. He got up there as a man. He didn't use his fists. He used his tongue. And he talked about the condition, and that could have opened up the conversation for Jada to go out and talk about her condition and get some and talk about a real situation in America. I didn't know Jada had a skin condition, not a skin condition, but a hair condition. She had a alopecia. I didn't know that. So how we all automatically judging Chris Rock for knowing? And then look guys, I have my position. I had to talk about it because I've been hearing a lot of, mostly women I've been hearing that saying that, Will Smith was justified because he's protecting his family. I think there's a better way to protect your family. I don't think you get up there and you punch another man or you slap another man. And I think that Chris Rock has a family too. And be honest with you, I think Chris Rock handle that situation in a professional manner. I think that he should be applauded for how he dealt with that situation. Think about this. What if you saw two black men on the stage fighting at the Grammy Awards? What would you say? Would you say it's okay at that point? So Chris Rock defends himself and punches Will Smith in the face, and they get into a fight, and they're on the floor wrestling. Two black men. What's the headline say the next day? Think about that before you say it's right or it's wrong for him to get up there and quote unquote defend his family. There's other ways. Hey guys, that's my opinion. Please, I would like to hear your comments. Do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe. This is going to be one of the few times that I go off script. I got other things to talk about, but this was just one of those things I had to give a comment. I had to give my little piece. All right, guys? Clear Blue Realty. Keep your head up. Stay positive. Peace.